friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kenzie Sexton and I'm a 4th grade teacher in South Dakota. Today for Tech Tip Tuesday, I'm going to be showing you around Seesaw. So let's get started. I think that Seesaw is a great resource for especially younger kids, maybe more of the elementary level, just because the setup is easier and simpler for those students to work through. So this is a class I already had created, but I'm going to click on my name up here because that is where you would see all your classes as well as your school. I'm going to create a new class. I'm going to name this class Homeroom. I'm going to select my grade level and then click the check mark and it will show me my new class. So then from here, you can see like up in the top corner, if you have a notification, you can see that it will alert you that you haven't looked at something. It'll bring that to your attention. So as you'll see, this is kind of your dashboard off to the right, and then off to the left, this is more of your feed. At any time, if there's anything you want to add, this big green plus sign that says add is where you'll go. That's where you can post student work, assign activities, or send announcements. I'm going to start with this wrench in the corner. If you click on that, that's your settings. So from there, you can add students and you can add families. So if I go to the students, it'll say, do you want the students to sign in to Seesaw using their Google account or email address? I'm just going to say yes. It will explain that, and then you can email your students with the instructions of how to sign up. If I click no, you can choose, do they share devices or are they one-to-one? I'm going to click one-to-one because we will be. And then you can add the students' names. So I'm just going to add a few names. Or you can choose to paste a list if you already have a pre-made list of your student names. Then you'll click on the check mark. You'll add those students and then it will show them how to get signed in. So you can print this and just give it to your students or their families by clicking the print student sign in poster. So this is also a great way to post it in your room so the students always have that visual reminder. If you need to add more students, you can do so in the bottom left. So then from here, you can change your class name if you'd like, change grade levels, manage teachers. So this is a great way to link in any other teachers that you'd like to use this. Maybe you want to have their artwork on this page, so you'd add in the art teacher or any other teachers you'd like linked in. You get to choose the theme, the color. So I'm going to leave it blue. You can choose the icon that you want. Then you can choose how the students are signing in. So we already said class code, we're one-to-one. You can manage the students here so you can see all your students. You can click in to see all their information. You can add last names, how you want their name displayed, what their icon is. You can link in an email if they have one. You can add family members as well. And then you can check their home learning student code if you do go digital. Then you can also find all the home learning student codes right here as well. Then you can click here to enable students' ability to comment or like on your Seesaw platform. So if you'd like them to be able to like each other's work, which is just a really good way to encourage each other, you can turn that on. If you don't want them to comment on each other's things, you can turn that off. And then you can also have this on or off where you get to approve the comments before they are posted. And then you get to choose what they see. So students can see each other's work. You don't have to have that if you don't want them to. It is a great way to build a community. The new items posted, they require approval. You can turn that off if you'd like. They can edit things. You can enable family access. You can have a class blog. You can manage the folders here as well. So you can create different folders. To manage the skills, that is an add-on, so you'd have to buy the advanced version of Seesaw, which it could be a really great idea. I've seen it used for standard-based grading because each color then is a different level, so they can just go and add a skill and click through. You can have it automatically save things to your camera roll as well. So then going into here, our journal, we're in our journal section. You can choose, if you click on this folder, you can add different folders. So I probably would want to create like a math folder, social studies folder, science folder, and an ELA folder. So I'm going to have all those folders there, ready to go. If I want to add to the journal, I can do that. Students can as well. So when they say journal, that would be like student work. So that's where you click this post student work. If they have a drawing that you want to add, a photo, upload something that you scanned, a note, maybe there's something really great that they did that you want to remember, you can add that note, a video of them, or a link to something as well. So then going into the activities, again, you'll click on that plus sign and you'll click assign activity. And I did create one for Words Their Way for a different class. So I'm going to click on that. And it says use your spelling list. Use your spelling list to practice your spelling words. You should write each word in a sentence. So that was the assignment. So I'm going to click that. I want to assign that to my class. I want to assign it to my homeroom class. As you can see, you could click multiple classes to assign it to. You can edit students and folders and skills. So you can see I'm giving it to all of my students. For folder, I'm going to send it into my ELA folder. And then again, skills, you have to buy the upgrade for. I'm going to click check. Assign to one class. So now students are going to be able to sign in and then respond. I'm going to go back to class. You'll see that over in my feed, I have that assignment that's up and it shows when it was assigned, who it was assigned to, what class folder it went into. You can get the link to it. You can edit it and you can edit the folders there. You can click on it and see what's been happening. You can add a response. You can respond to a specific student. The note, maybe I want to say, make sure to use complete sentences. If you want to, you can leave a voice recording with it as well. You can edit your note. You can click the check mark, and then there'll be that note to that specific student. But for your activities, when you go in here to create one, you have the option to title the activity, list instructions, and then you're able to add voice instructions, add different resources or instructions, and then if you want students to respond to it, you can add templates. So like a rubric would be a really great thing to add there. And then if you go to community, you can also see what other people are working on. You can use other people's assignments as well. So you can go look for different searches. You can search your own thing. You can search by grade, subject, any of those things. You can assign those to your class, which could save a lot of time. Just make sure you look through it first, make sure everything is exactly how you want it. You can schedule posts as well. Down here in the bottom left corner, you can click schedule, but that does ask you to upgrade your Seesaw subscription in order to do that. And then also shows any that you've deleted as well. Then in your inbox, this is where you can message with the students or make announcements. So here, again, click that plus button up at the top. You send an announcement. You choose who you want to send it to. So all students, all families, all students and families. So I'm just going to do all students. Send reminder. Geography test tomorrow. If there's an attachment, maybe I want to add the study guide, I can add that right there and then click send now. You'll see that it is up in the messages. And then anything you send to the families will appear here, so you can see the difference between the student and the families. If you have a notification of some message you, it would show up in the notifications. And then to allow parents to access their students' information, if you click on the families, you can turn on family access. And then you can invite families, so it shows each student's name, and then you can enter the email or phone number of the individual you want, and it will show when they connect over here. You can add multiple to each student as well. You can also print the invites to send home with students, or you can share it through a link if you want to just email it to them. The last thing I want to show you is here we have everything listed in a feed. You can also choose to show the calendar, which will then show when things are assigned, which is a great feature to show the students so they can click on and see, okay, what do I have due today? So if I click on today's date, I'll see that I have one item and I'll be able to click on that.
So with Seesaw, there's many different things that you can do. You can send newsletters to parents. You can differentiate instruction with different videos. You can do scavenger hunts with QR codes and links. You can have students use it as part of math centers, morning work, bell ringers, exit tickets. There are all kinds of things that you can do. And in addition to that, you can use it for standard base grading. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. I would also love to hear from you in the comments. Thanks for watching.